Hi guys, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. Today I'm reviewing Aromatics in Black by Clinique. Excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I'll be fine. Don't send flowers and cards, it's fine, I'll be okay. I have reviewed Aromatics in White and I'll put a link up here for you guys, or wherever it might be, I think it's there, so you can go and check that one out. Very different fragrances, obviously, Aromatics in White, Aromatics in Black. I really did like the white one, but I think I prefer the black one. So let's talk about it. So this came out in 2015, it came out after the white one, I believe. Yes, it did. And Clinique do say that it's a revamp of the original, but I don't think you can even put them in the same category because the original is super famous, super polarising, super chypre, where these two are much more wearable, much more easy to like and much more manageable. And the lighting's going to change 1,000 times today. I hope you don't mind. So, Oriental Floral, this one, 2015. The notes are plum leaf accord, pink grapefruit and bergamot. The heart notes are neroli, osmanthus and jasmine. And then the base notes are myrrh, vetiver and tonka. So, it sounds like it's going to be darker than it is, but it's quite surprising. It's very, very beautiful and not too scary at all. So let me spray the last little bit. I've worn this. Oh, I have to say thank you to Gary Greenwood. He sent me this a while back, so I've been wanting to review it for a really long time. As with every video that I do, it's just a case of getting around to doing them. Anyway, so what's surprising about this is that I thought myrrh was going to be a big player. I thought it would be quite resinous, I thought it would be quite dark, when in fact it's actually a very beautiful white floral fragrance with a lot of dark fruit tones going on. So although it is kind of deep and dark, it's never, oh my god, scary resinous myrrh territory. I think it might have been even more interesting if it did have a lot of myrrh in it, but I don't personally smell it. When I first smell it, I do get a tiny bit of leafage going on, but it feels like white flowers. It's a semi-sweet fragrance and it's very smooth. That's what surprised me straight away. It's semi-sweet and extremely smooth. You can tell that it's got white flowers in it, but it never really smells like any of them in particular. Neroli, osmanthus, jasmine, it's like not a jumble, but it's like a harmonious accord of white flowers that's very, very smooth, and you can tell it's white flowers, but it doesn't smell like, oh, that's jasmine. So it's more like a character, like a white floral character, and then you've got this deep, dark, fruity character as well, that they're smushed together. So I want to talk about plum leaf. I feel like, and let's talk about plums in general, and cherry, because I feel the same way about plums in fragrances as the way I do about cherries. It must be really, really hard to create the actual taste and flavour of plums and cherries, because whenever you smell them in anything, plum or cherry flavoured, it never smells like the taste of the actual fruit, does it? It's like a fantasy imagery of what plum smells like. So what I think this plum leaf does is, I think it's the main crux of the entire fragrance. What it does is it creates a depth and it creates a heaviness that's never too scary, but it gives the fragrance loads of weight and it feels like a kind of nondescript dark fruit feeling. So that's what you've got. You've got a smooth jumble of white flowers that smells really nice, and then a very dark, deep, dark fruity, I guess you could go there and say plummy type feeling. Think of the way that Poison by Dior feels. I'm not saying they smell the same, don't shoot me down, they don't smell the same at all, but the tonality and character of Poison by Dior is slightly echoed in this. It feels like a deep, dark, plummy sort of fragrance, but this one's got the added kind of smooth, but slight sparkle of white flowers in it as well. So I really like it. It would be really nice for like a summer evening, I think, because it's just on that kind of cusp of being, it's a nighttime fragrance, but it's not deep, dark, resinous monster. Does that make any sense at all to you? There really is no citrus element to speak of in the opening, and there really is, for me, no kind of myrrh or vetiver in the dry down. So it feels like the plum thing, the white flowers thing, and a bit of tonka that's kind of making it smoother. I do find it quite linear as well, which is not always a bad thing. I think it's what you kind of, there's no surprises. You do, when you spray it first off, you kind of know what you're going to get for the rest of the wear length. It doesn't morph massively over time. but I definitely prefer this to the white one. It's more kind of my style. It's all about the deepness. It's a very, very deep, deep fragrance, guys. That's where I'm trying to go with this one. This is a medium wear length fragrance as well. I get about 5 hours. I've worn it about 5 times and I've done 2 sprays and one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprays like that. And it settles down nicely, it wafts nicely, and there's a tiny bit of mystery to it, I think. A tiny bit of, if I smell it on someone, I'd say, oh, that's quite, what's that you're wearing, my dear? Because I'm polite, I'm a polite person. So that's it. That's all I can say about this one. If you guys want to get this fragrance, they sell it over at natino.co.uk and .com. I shall post links below to their website, and you can go and try it out there and get it over there, as well as the white one, I believe. So, yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys soon for another review. Click my logo down there to subscribe. I'm Ouch110. Goodbye.